Yeah, I know. Medical, dental, and vision. Employee benefits, right? Hi entrepreneurs, I'm Vicky Brown, and you're in the right place if you want to engage your team, boost your business, and grow your leadership muscle. Okay, when it comes to benefits, we all know about the standards: medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance. But did you know there's a whole world of other benefits you can make available to your team? And believe me, they will make you seem like a superstar. In the past few years, transportation benefit plans have become very popular. They allow the employee to set aside money on a pre-tax basis to pay for qualified work-related transportation expenses, things like mass transit and parking. These plans are 100% employee paid, and they can provide a big benefit. If possible, the commuter is issued a transit card, or they can go online and claim reimbursement. The IRS has set monthly contribution limits, and you as the employer can set limits on the plan level as well. But on the flip side, the employee can start or stop their contributions at any time. And another big benefit is that they can usually carry over any unused funds to the next year. Another often overlooked plan is a flexible spending account, or FSA plan. This is a special account, again funded by the employee's pre-tax dollars, that they can use to pay for certain out-of-pocket healthcare costs, things like deductible or out-of-pocket costs for an office visit, etc. And in fact, there are two sides to an FSA. There's the medical contribution side, and also the option of having a dependent care FSA. Now, the dependent care FSA can be used for paying child care or adult dependent care expenses that are necessary to allow the employee to continue to work. Now again, since an FSA is an animal of the tax law, it means that there are restrictions. First up, there are limits as to how much you can contribute. The IRS will list the maximums each year, so be on the lookout for that. Also, on the medical FSA side, the funds have to be immediately available to the employee. So that means that if I decide to contribute $3,000 to my FSA for the year, and I have surgery in February and put in a claim for $3,000, even though I may not have contributed the full $3,000 to my account yet, the company has to cover the funds to get me the full $3,000 reimbursement right away. Now, as you might guess, that can sometimes put a company off from putting an FSA in place, because basically the company is liable to cover anything not yet contributed to the plan. And if I, as the employee, decide to leave before I've contributed the full $3,000, well, then the company is simply out that money. However, on the other hand, if I contribute $3,000 to the plan and only have $2,000 worth of reimbursements against the plan during that year, then I, the employee, will lose the remaining $1,000. Now, it's worth noting that the dependent care side isn't subject to this pre-funding requirement. The employee can only reimburse an amount that they've already contributed. Another type of account that can help with medical expense is a health savings account, or HSA. The main difference between an HSA and an FSA is that an HSA is owned, if you will, by the employee. It goes with them from job to job. Also, the employee can change their contributions to the HSA at any time. But with an FSA, once you enroll at a specific level, it has to stay at that level for the rest of the year. Also, employees don't have a deadline to submit reimbursement. The funds remain available to them. Now, I'm specifically talking about an employee contribution only HSA plan. There are plans that allow for the employer to contribute as well, and they're slightly different. You should definitely check with your insurance broker on those specifics. So, why would an employee choose an HSA over an FSA, or vice versa? Well, an HSA has to be paired with a specific type of medical plan called a high deductible plan. The features of those plans can be more expensive, and employees oftentimes don't want that restriction. And then there are the retirement accounts. Now, generally companies opt for a 401k retirement plan, but there are others in play as well. Things like 403bs for nonprofits. There are also employee stock ownership or ESOP plans, profit sharing plans, and simplified employee pension plans, SEPs. All these plans are IRS governed, and they have specific guidance around their participation and administration. You'll need a financial advisor. Now, this is different than your benefits broker. And I would also advise getting a third-party administrator or TPA to manage the plan. It's possible for you to try to do it all yourself, but the reporting, notice requirements, contributions, it can easily be overwhelming. Work with the professionals and revel in peace of mind. Now, another available option includes things like ID theft programs. These can be employee or employer paid, and they cover getting the person back on their feet if they become the victim of identity theft. Prepaid legal plans. These are monthly subscription plans that give the employee access to an attorney and legal services. And no, they won't help your employee sue the company. You could also do things like a fitness reimbursement program to cover the cost of gym membership, pet insurance to cover the expenses associated with having a pet, long-term care insurance that will provide long-term care should it be needed. And there's also future planning in the form of employer-sponsored 529 plans. These plans help employees save for K-12 tuition, higher education, and trade schools, both for themselves or a loved one. The funds are invested in stock and bond funds, and they have tax advantages. So you see, with so many options available, the chances are high you'll find the right mix for your team and your budget. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe and share. And remember, your inspired leadership is the secret sauce to having a high-performance team and a wildly successful business you'll love. I'll see you next time on Leader's Journey.